So imagine if you could find the property corners for land parcels that do not have an address. That's right, no address. Now, some people are going to write me back and say, Mark, that's impossible. Or is it? Hello, everyone. It's Mark Scheller, and I'm back today with some tips and tricks to locate a specific GPS dot out in the middle of a forest or out in the middle of a farm field. So what would you do if you are shopping to buy acreage and you're walking around the forest thinking, where am I? What would you do if you were hunting on land and you need to know with accuracy where you belong and where you might be in danger? So let's unpack the advantages of Google Earth and its fancy new parcel add-on called Parlay 2.0. We're also going to dive into the powerful desktop version of Regrid, and then I will demonstrate some new location software that's baked right into your car's navigation system. Say what? And then the last thing we're going to do is use your free Google Maps app to walk straight to this secret GPS destination. We are going to do all of that and more next. Okay, so let's start this journey today at a desktop computer, and we are going to target a specific property corner. And the strategy here is to capture a precise latitude and longitude coordinate for that exact corner. And using various GPS methods, we are going to navigate and drive and walk to that exact specific point on the surface of the earth. Okay? So come with me and let's go do that now. With the help of Google Earth and Parlay 2.0, you can zoom into any area and see the lot shapes. Do you see the thin green lines here? Then you can drop a pin exactly where you want. You right-click on it and say Get Info, and it will show you the latitude and longitude coordinates. Now, I like to write them down because I just think they're easier to reference out in the field. Fancy, right? Another reason why I like Google Earth is because they use 6 digits of accuracy, which can make a difference when I'm out in the sticks. So the strategy here is to get those coordinates we want, enter the latitude and longitude into your car's navigation system, and then drive until you park. You see the yellow area here? Then you get out and you can enter that coordinate into your Google Maps app and walk until you pinpoint the location. Now, this particular point was interesting because it's between a hunt club and private property and a state-owned property. So knowing where you are and sometimes where you aren't can help keep you safe. So now let's do regrid.com and you get an account. I think it's $10 a month. And then you go to map. And on the top right-hand corner, there's an address bar, but we don't have an address. So you enter a nearby street name. Sometimes a county name will get you close as well. So you start double-clicking on the area that interests you, and then you can drag and drop and recenter. There's also a plus button where you just zoom in. Here is that red boundary of the state-owned property, and what I'm looking for is the exact latitude and longitude coordinate of this top right corner, right up in here, kind of in the little circle, okay? So the way that we do that, we want to zoom in as far as we can go, and there's a limit to it here. You hit the plus sign, you recenter, and then on the bottom left-hand part here, you see a little box that says Tools. You go to Measure, and you click on Coordinates. And it will say, click on the map to get the latitude and longitude coordinates. So up we go as shy and gingerly as we can, gently approaching the corner. We hit click, and on the bottom there is the latitude and longitude coordinates with 5 digits of accuracy, not 6, okay? And so those are matching the Google Earth ones. They're just 1 digit short. The goal is to enter those coordinates into your navigation system for your car, drive until you park, get out, and then use Google Maps to walk the rest of the way exactly to your point. So Google Earth, if you're going to do this a lot, I walk over 100 properties a year. If you're going to do that, then use Google Earth. Regrid is simpler, it's user-friendly, it's cheaper. So if you're going to use it just a few times, then use regrid.com. All right, so I have now brought these latitude and longitude coordinates out into the car. And you can either use a high-tech sticky note like this one, or you can just text yourself the coordinates straight to your cell phone, okay? So until recently, a car's navigation systems had no chance of recognizing this. But now the software does recognize these 6-digit decimal degrees of accuracy so that we can put these into the navigation system instead of an address, and we should be able to drive right to the destination. So let's do that now. All right, so from your main screen, there's usually a navigate to or a where to button. So we hit that. And now we're going to enter into the top search. You'll see the eyeglass area. You'll enter the latitude and longitude into that. So 38.564, 639, comma, minus, because we are in the North Americas, minus 90.773, 646. Those coordinates correct? Yes. And let's hit go, and it is going to say, all right, this is the destination. It's 8.6 miles away from you. Would you like to go? So I'm going to hit let's go. It's going to make us this blue pathway to follow. And so now we're going to drive in the car as far as we can go towards that latitude and longitude coordinate. And then most often we'll need to get out and kind of walk the rest of the way. But let's do that now. So on these searches where there is no address and we go off the grid looking for coordinates, it is common for the pavement to end, and at some point I will need to start walking. Here I'm plugging in the coordinates to Google Maps, and I hit go, and it will show you, you see top right hand corner, it will show you your walk to destination, the red pin. And then Google Maps will flash that blue dot showing your current location off of the GPS satellites, which are watching you as you go along. There are some other apps I've used for this, like Landglide or OnX for you OnX fans. Even Regrid does a good job of this. Sometimes there is a marker at the end of my journey that I'm looking for, or sometimes there's even a stake that confirms that you did your search right. So here, as the blue circle gets close to the red marker, I start looking around on this one. There's some orange markers, and then there's a pink one that's up on the tree. So I appreciate everybody watching. Subscribe for more, and this is Mark Scheller saying bye for now.